Guys, I've got a bit of it. I've become a slave. I've become a little cum slut.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what slaves were?
Yeah.
Little cum boys.
It was all a sex thing.
Damn, that doesn't sound so bad.
Well, crap. I can see why said that the 1964 civil rights movement was wrong. Maybe they should this shit. Go ahead.
My shit.
Please don't it again. What are you gonna say? What are you? You're a cum slut for what?
Oh yeah, no, I'm a cum slut.
What were you saying?
Sorry, let me just dramatic pause. While I drink this invisible can of soda. See, that's the cool thing about the green screen is no one can see this right now.
No one can see it. It's invisible.
What kind of soda is that? Mount Franklin.
Mount Franklin.
Mount Franklin is awesome.
From GTA.
From Turtle?
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that.
It's a GTA reference because it references Mount Chiliad and Franklin. So people in the GTA community think this is a part of the Mount Chiliad mystery.
Wait, actually,
there's been people called on bomb threats and shit at the company that makes this to try and get information out of them.
That's cool. I like that.
That's a cool bit of information.
Yeah. Anyway, I become a cum slut for survival games. I'm on a bender.
Really?
I'm hooked.
I like it.
Do you guys have this where it takes you you have to play 5 games in a genre to finally be oh, okay, yeah, no, I get it now. Because when you first try, you're like, this is fucking. What do you mean I have to fucking mine and craft? This sucks.
You know what? I don't know if I can say that with a game, but I can definitely say that with TV shows and genres of movies and stuff where I was like, I don't understand and pornography. I didn't get it. It's boob. Okay, whatever. I've got Jesus, whatever. And then by the 5th time, I was like, you know what? Maybe there's something to this whole pussy thing.
Yeah.
And there was.
That's how I feel. Because I've played a fuckload of survival games. Looking back on it, Minecraft, Terraria.
Yeah, I was just so Minecraft did nothing for you.
No, I love Minecraft. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, okay.
But I guess I mean when I say survival, I'm thinking more the more modern iterations of survival, where it's a lot more of an RPG focus,
like Ark.
Yeah, Ark,
Rust,
Valheim, Rust.
Valheim doesn't fucking bork your little Beanor.
Valheim is wonderful.
I
love
Valheim.
Valheim.
Is weird with me. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Is I thought I was really into survival games, and I did like Valheim, but I never got into it the same way you guys did, or my other friends did. I played it with Historian for a bit as well, and some other friends. It was every time I was yeah, this is fun, but we only ever got 2 or 3 hours in, and then I just never had the juice to play it by myself, But now I do. I get it.
Yeah. I like them. It's definitely a genre that for me can end with burning out quickly or doing a whole lot of nothing because it's too easy for me to get lost in the sauce of what all you can do. I think we talked about it on the last episode or something. You build half of a house in Minecraft and then I'm just talking to whoever I'm on the call with, just doing laps around the wall.
Yeah.
It's and then, 15 minutes go by and you're like, okay, I should go do something.
For me, Valheim, Minecraft, I usually... Go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were...
No, you're all good. Continue Minecraft. We'll switch to Valheim afterwards.
I also get some burnout with survival games, but I don't know if it's a testament to anything they're doing. But usually when I play Minecraft, I load up a world. I find a cool mountain, and I'm I'm going to build the coolest fucking house in that mountain. And then I spend 10 hours getting all the best gear. Then I spend 10 hours getting all the best supplies. And then I spend 20 hours making the house. And then I spend 10 hours doing all the shit inside the house to make it really cool. And I get every crafting table ever fucking conceived and shit. And then at that point, once the world is ready to be conquered, I'm all right, now I'm done. And I move on.
Out.
I do. To me, it's literally just build the coolest thing ever, hook it up, and never utilize it, and then get off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, for me, I guess a lot of it depends on how juiced my friends are that I'm playing with, because it's obviously it can be difficult to keep people. But when your boys are all playing, it's I think that's what's really hooked me into it. It's the first time I've understood a survival game. I've got.
Wait, so what game is this? Dune Sand?
I'm
specifically
on my talking about Dune, so I should have introduced that before. So that's what I think has really got me wet and wild.
It does look pretty chill
for the genre. It's fucking amazing, dude.
It's cool. It looks sick.
It did a very insidious thing. It wormed its way into my brain.
Worm.
Worm.
Inception.
Dune. Yep.
Yeah, worm reference. There you go. See, I planned all this. It tuned its way into my head by
Worm.
Making it feel like I'm playing World of Warcraft, which is well, that's how you do it. That you come in masquerading like World of Warcraft,
World of Wormcraft.
With the
holy fuck,
it's like an MMO. The quest system's kind of similar. There's like the classes and talents and shit.
There's a giant worm.
The big worm. Is there a big worm? Yeah, there's big worm. There's big worm in WoW.
I bet you there's a big worm. I bet there's a big worm in WoW.
There's quite a few big worm actually now that I think about it. You can tame them if you're a hunter.
Shout out Big Worm.
But I want to talk to you guys about a game called Enshrouded. I don't know. Do you even know about that? Because that's a game I've been fizzing to play that.
Was that?
Actually, I'm scared to play it because I think it's maybe going to be my perfect game.
Was that like the Skyrim game?
It's like a survival. Again, it's like a Valheim, Dune kind of base building RPG.
Enshrouded.
Sort of Enshrouded.
Yeah.
It's in early access, but it's like at that point of early access where it's like it's much fun.
I think me and Courtney currently have it.
What?
Oh no, this isn't what I'm thinking of.
Me and my Courtney are thinking of also getting it and getting a little thing going, but I don't know. It looks fucking awesome. Open world, co-op, fantasy RPG with base building, and it's like voxel base building shit too, so you can straight up like dig into fucking mountains and like trees and shit. And
I also like that. I mean, it's the name Enshrouded, but like the world isn't necessarily just open from the get-go. You kind of have to unlock the world by conquering little boss fights and stuff.
Hey, that's like how Valheim is.
De-shroud the area.
Hey, that's
Valheim's
cool.
like that.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about. Andrew had a funny story about his death in Valheim as well. I thought you were going to bring it before about like that's what gets you burnt out is when you die and fucking.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I was going to say like the thing that would burn is, at least from my experience and what I remember of playing with you and Jerry James, is the thing that would burn us out on Valheim the quickest was there's so much focus on exploration and like going out to get new stuff, but the punishment for doing that was sometimes fucked. And that's what burnt us out. But there's a couple of like things you could type in to make sure that you didn't lose all of your stuff.
Yeah, you basically I mean that was the way. The second time we played it, we counteracted it by just cheating, only because the punishment was like Dark Souls level punishing in like a cooperative game where like everyone can only play for a little amount of time here and there. You know what I mean? And it's like, if I'm just playing by myself, okay, I can engage with the punishment and like, figure out a better way next time. But when it's like, we're only going to play like a few hours a week together on a shared server, it's like, well, I don't want this week's entire thing to be, I just died and I had all of our iron on me and now we're all fucked.
Retrieval quest.
I brought that up to my friend Ryan, your story, Andrew, and he said the same thing. He said that permanently killed Valheim for me. I lost everything it said, and it was like I had to almost restart from scratch, never play it again.
Yeah, no, exactly, because
that
really
almost
does
happened the
feel
second
like
time, and then I was
scratch.
like, nah, I'm just spawning everything back in. Like whatever we had, I'm just gonna spawn it back in, and then I won't cheat again, but it's okay.
Yeah.
No, luckily there's enough commands stuff you can do to kind of get around some of that, because when me and Jared played it, we would start just spawning in enough stuff to always have a teleporter, no matter where we went. Yeah. And so then we would just quick build a base, build the teleporter, and then build another teleporter at our little teleporter base. That was just a base full of teleporters to different bases.
And
that made it pretty fun, like, because then you could really get out to crazy places, and you just had this little connective web of ways to get back and other shit.
And it wasn't like every time we would get punished that we do that, because that is part of the gameplay loop. Like that's the fun of it.
Exactly.
You overextend a little bit too much into the swamp and you didn't do X. So but when it's kind of like a bullshit one, or like the boats were so brutal in that game. Like it would take so long to get from place to place, like, and it's you spent 30 minutes there on a boat, and you get there and you realize you're in a zone that you're not supposed to be in yet, and then a little like goblin runs up and one shots you, and you're like level 40, but it still one shots you. We're like, well, come on.
Yeah. Cool.
The mosquitoes, dude, it was the worst, because they could come out to the boat, and they would come out to the boat and one shot you. And because you couldn't get the boat turned around quickly, and you just kind of had to like
just slowly watch them and
then put the sails down, like, oh,
that shit was brutal.
And then the mosquito would just come up and stick it right up your ass, and then you got AIDS or malaria or whatever one it is they give you.
Yeah, but I think both.
Probably both.
Man, Minecraft's fucking brutal as well. I was me and Emily played that earlier this year. It's funny that it's so popular amongst kids. Just on normal mode, it's like brutally hard, but I think that it shows that like you can make video games hard and people will still enjoy
it. It is, but that type of difficulty has always been the appeal to me with Minecraft.
I agree.
It's like
you actually have to like nut up and like, work and, farm and get food.
And
Minecraft
it's one that you can avoid
kind of game.
No, but it's like it's a difficulty that you can avoid, whereas like other games aren't. Like Valheim, you eventually need to like surmount the difficult parts to get to the more difficult parts. Whereas in Minecraft, it's like if you just don't want, if you don't want to do that, you just turn it on baby mode or whatever. But if you don't want to deal with that, you just hide at nighttime and you build the bed and you sleep. And then at all your places, you just set up a bunch of fucking torches, and then now it's not dark enough for enemies to spawn and shit, and you like build gates and everything. So it feels like a more like organic type of difficulty where it's like, well, if I don't want to engage with this, there is an immediate way that I can like I can spend my first 10 hours instead of getting diamond armor, I can like build a really strong base that won't get fucked with. And then I can, so like I've always loved that about Minecraft, but because it definitely like if you get caught outside at nighttime before you're like it's full scary. Diamond up, you're pretty much dead.
Horrifying.
It's horrifying,
dude. We like tried to take out like a pillager tower, and they fucking the only reason.
Oh well, those are like that. Those are like the hardest thing in the fucking game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't realize that because we straight up the only reason we were able to beat one. I think we had to run back like twice. We managed to eventually defeat them because there was one that spawned right next to a ravine. And half of them had just fallen in the ravine, like right next to some fucking like magma, some lava or whatever. And I think we just dropped sand on them.
Yeah,
killed them. Yeah, man, Minecraft's cool. But
Minecraft is cool. Shout out survival games.
Yeah,
survival games. Survival's probably the most fun I've had playing with friends is survival games.
Yeah, what if we just left this episode and played Enshrouded together right now at this moment?
Have this 30-minute episode. We're going to go play Dune Awakening later.
Hey, sorry guys, no beef episode next week. We ended up just playing Enshrouded.
For hours.
We kind of chill.
I also tried playing Mines of Moria, which is the Lord of the Rings survival game. I was also
eyeing that one up.
It was fine. I mean, maybe if I played with a couple more people instead of it just being me and Courtney, just kind of not knowing what we're doing, it might be better. But the vibe was cool because, I mean, you're just dwarves running around Moria killing goblins and building shit.
That does sound fun.
I realized I'm not a big Lord of the Rings video game kind of guy. Unless it's literally the ones that were movie tie-ins or
those ones were so
the Middle-earth Shadow of series.
Yeah.
Anything else where it's like, let's do this thing.
You mean like their recent additions? Because I feel like they've been throwing out the IP to
that the War in the North shit that they did and stuff. Like I don't know, like the Gollum shit. Yeah, I don't know. It's
dude, that
I've tried mostly all of it. It's pretty bad.
I like Battle for Middle Earth because I love.
I don't like Battle for Middle Earth either.
Battle for Middle Earth rocked my cock as a child.
I've been playing at my friend's house. I think it was so cool.
I think what was really cool is I think they got a lot of the sound effects directly from the movies. So like all of everything you hear is like just straight out of the movies. So
it'd be funny if they didn't get access to like their Foley library. So it's just like
straight ripped from the movie with like the
it's like a clank of like a sword. Yeah, but like the soundtrack is still under it and like an orc like yelling like muffled under it that they couldn't get rid of.
So it's just jumbled as fuck.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
You can clearly hear like Aragorn like yelling something.
What did you just say?
Nothing. I said I was doing live Foley for sword play.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Hey, I can add Foley to my resume. I did Foley for a Jack film project a couple months ago.
True. What'd you do?
Oh, really? What kind of sounds were you cooking up?
He was doing his React bot. I edited like all his React bot things. You know, like that thing that randomizer he has with like 1,200 different React bot guy. Do you know what that is, Kudos? I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah. It's his little like AI dude, right?
Well, it's not AI. That's the thing. It's like 1,200 random clips it could go to. So I like edited all of them together into like little splices so that it could like be fed into it. But some of them while I was doing, I was like, this thing could really hit with a sound effect. And Jack was like, well, I want to like actually sell this. So we can't use any. I don't want to risk just like ripping sound effects off YouTube or something. I was like, leave it to me, Beaver.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I called him Beaver. That's what I call him. There's one where he's like, he pulls out a bag of chips and he's eating a bunch of chips. So I got a bunch of little audio clips with my like handheld mic of like pulling out a bag in all different ways for different crinkles and like doing a handful munch, doing like a single chip munch.
Oh no, I have to do this for work.
Oh, he's surrounded by Doritos bags just up to here.
Then there's
for my job.
And you'd think that I would just reuse it. You think I just reused the chips, but you're wrong. I got a bucket of popcorn and then I did the bucket of popcorn sounds. Then
holy shit,
I'm gonna need 89 versions of this.
But then there's one where like Reactbot just like gets M-pregged real quick, like his belly inflates and he's M-pregged. So I used like a bunch of, I have like a Roland Juno keyboard that has like a bunch of, it's like a amateur professional keyboard, so it has like hundreds of different like synthesizers on it and everything.
Oh yeah.
And it also has a lot of like sound effects that like when you buy like you know like buy the license to just like use outright, just like the synthesize like the the tones and the synths and everything. So I like went on there and I put the microphone like in my studio headphones like that I plug into the piano, and I was going crazy with like the little wah-wah thing and the fucking tone bender and shit, like making M-preg sounds off my fucking keyboard. It's pretty dope.
Mom, I'm mixing M-preg sounds. Leave me alone. A ricka.
Yeah, that's like that Whitest Kids You Know sketch from the Playboy movie they did. They had a sketch about two Foley artists.
They had a real movie?
It was way back in the day. They did a movie for Playboy.
That's awesome.
And one of those bits from it is them trying to do a blowjob scene as Foley artists, and it's them like starting off with like funny. Like someone sticking their fingers in water, and they're like, that doesn't work, and it's just them getting more and more desperate to the point where they're like punching pudding in a boot and crying, and then it just hard cuts, and one of the directors, he's like, that blowjob scene sounded incredible. Like, how'd you guys do that? And they both go like, oh, no, we just did that in like an afternoon.
That's pretty funny.
It's so fun. I rest in peace to Trevor Moore, man. I love those boys.
What a legend.
Wait, were they really making a movie for Playboy, or the premise of the movie was they were making a movie for Playboy?
I honestly cannot remember what the premise of the movie was, but I am almost positive that they did do like an official movie for Playboy, because their sketch show at the time was so popular that I guess Playboy was like, oh, well, you guys are funny, we'll do like something with you.
Bro, being a YouTuber back then is so crazy.
It's insane, dude. You would like doing a sketch show, and then all of a sudden you're just like,
meet the president of fucking Africa and then fucking make a Playboy movie.
Do you want to make the Annoying Orange movie? Do you want to make? Actually, that should be our next viewing should be the Freed movie. I always wanted to watch that.
Oh, I've seen it.
I always forget Courtney worked for him for like a couple.
I also
of months.
forget that.
He edited his podcast he did for a while.
Why would the
Fred
fuck
Knuckleburger
listen to the Fred podcast?
Well, it wasn't the Fred podcast. It was the Lucas. I can't remember his last name. Lucas Fredward.
I have a quick little story.
Please.
So 2K is back.
What's the story,
2K.
James?
It's 2K season.
2K season is back. Buckle up, everybody.
It's a bad year to be a PS5 controller. Let's put it that way.
It's an even worse year to be a glass cup that was on my desk yesterday.
Oh, no.
That one was an accident, though. I slammed the PS5 controller into the desk, and the cup wobbled off and exploded. So it's still a bad year to be a PS5
It was a Rube
controller.
Goldberg machine of anger, though. That was.
It actually was.
Dude, you should set something up like that for yourself, like where if you whip a baseball at something, it just triggers like several
pepper
things
spray
to break
into your
around.
A
eyes.
gunshot shoots me in the back of the head.
And the neck.
Miller squirt.
Miller squirt.
Miller squirt.
That's what I say before I come.
You call it out like a Pokemon?
Squirt.
And Courtney really likes it. She thinks it's cool every time.
It bounces around her womb like a pachinko.
That would be sick. It's like flubber.
And then
You
it
just
shoots
shoot
out.
flubber out of your shit.
Oh.
Just shitty 2000s CGI bouncing around the room.
Yeah. Can someone edit the flubber trailer and just make it white?
Make it come.
Just make the whole thing look like
Make it
cum.
Let's
So
get
that
a
scene when it
petition
starts-
going.
when the flubber starts dancing, it's just
fucking
flubber
Robin Williams. Now,
can do
James, you want to talk to us about 2K season?
So we be playing 2K. Well, not we. Right. We the singular we. I be playing 2K. 2K.
Yeah, be playing 2K.
We all know. Very toxic community.
Yeah, that James is not a part of. James
of course,
James does not feed into that at all. James is an innocent bystander.
I strictly take my anger out on my controller. So I'm playing a game. I get into a game. Some guy's mic is open off rip. Usually in 2K, either nobody is talking, and as soon as you see the mic icon pop up for somebody, they are calling someone every fucking slur ever imagined by man.
yeah. They're letting it rip.
Those are the two states of the voice chat on 2K. But this guy joins the game. The game starts. His mic's just like ripping off rip. Now here's another rule. If the mic is ripping off rip, that means that it is a
child,
a YN. You know, because usually the old heads are the really, but usually if the mic's off rip, it's a YN listening to his music incredibly loud in his room with his mic open.
Yes. Does he know the mic is open, or is it because like the PS5 doesn't it do that shit by default? Where like the mic that every controller has a mic.
They don't care. Yeah,
they just don't care. Okay.
Honestly, it's some kind of like David Attenborough power play of the jungle that is 2K.
Yeah.
Interesting choice of words there.
Hey,
maybe more of like
if you're reading into
like a plains, maybe an
Great Plains of
if you're reading into it like that, put it on yourself. I'm saying a jungle because of how fierce the competition is.
All right, I'm with you there.
And I'm in that jungle, and I'm a staple part of it year over year.
Course. Hold on. Do you reckon it's like
near the top of the food chain? Some would
playing music off your phone on the bus? Like, do you reckon it's that kind of like?
Well, no, exactly. Like they're just listening to their music, and they're like, I could mute my mic, but I am going to dominate this voice channel.
Yeah, this jungle
with fucking
the power of audio.
Yeah.
So that it's just ripping. So I'm in the game chat. Usually I'm not in the game chat unless I'm like in it with friends, and for some reason we're not in a party chat. But I'm in the game chat because I want to observe the arguments because I saw his mic going. Then someone gets on the mic. He's like, yo, turn that shit off, man. That shit sound like fucking booty cheeks. And he's like, yo, fuck you, man. Fuck your mama. Fuck you. And then now they're going crazy at each other with the music in the background. I'm enjoying myself. Eventually,
you're sitting on the side.
Eventually, eventually old head convinces YN to mute his mic so that they don't have to listen to the music. He's like, let's just win, man. Come on, man. So they mute the mics. I'm like, all right, cool. It's a close game. Let's win this shit. Couple minutes of silence. Now that people have talked, I feel obligated to talk when I make a very bad mistake. I turn the ball over in like a pivotal point in the game. And I'm like, well, when you join the mic channel, it pops your mic up for a few seconds. So people know that, like, they know that Chiquifo Beef has his mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they already knew. I turn the ball over. I open my mic and I go to say, my bad, man. I pressed pass because I was trying to pass the ball. And instead my guy like tripped and fell out of bounds because the game's stupid. But for some reason, they've been silent for like 10 minutes and they were just like arguing. So I open my mic. I go to say, sorry, I pressed pass. And I say, no, I say sorry. I pethed path.
Oh,
dude. And then I get, and I'm already angry from turning the ball over. And then I get angry that I do that. So then I'm like, oh fuck, sorry, I pressed path. And then I go to redo it, and I hit it even worse. I go, I pressed path. And then at that point, I'm like, fuck, man, I pressed pass. And then, dude. Then these two dudes who were just threatening to, like, giving each other their addresses, threatening to, like, go to each other's homes and murder one another. They open their mics and they just start fucking, they open their mics. I hear NBA Youngboy blare back on, and the old guy opens his mic and he, like, coughs in the mic. And we're like, oh, man, what the fuck you saying, man? You sound like a little kid. I'm like, oh, my God, bro. Come on, bro. So I just muted my shit and didn't talk for the rest of the game.
Jeez. That's did you win?
That was 3 different stumbles in a row.
I know.
Your player, and then your mouse did it 2 afterwards.
Yeah, it was brutal.
That's awful.
I hate when your brain just like critically hits your speech.
Fails you.
Yeah. Here, watch this. I'll redeem my jungle analogy. It's like you have these 2 beautiful, beastly albino lions.
Okay.
Fighting it out in this jungle. And then this big brown ape me walks over and he fucking trips and falls and like hits his head on a rock. And the other two lions stop fighting and they just start fucking laughing at the big dumb brown ape.
They start laughing and they eat the monkey.
The big beautiful white lions stop and laugh at the big brown dumb ape, me.
And one of the lions was gay, and you didn't even think about that.
Exactly. And you know what? It's cool.
As a comedian, though, James, that is your greatest power. Even if you didn't mean to make someone laugh, you did, and that is kind of beautiful in itself.
Well, that is kind of what I thought after. It's like, well, look, these guys were fighting, and now they're laughing together. And if I can bring people, maybe I need to run for fucking governor or something. You know, if I can bring people together like that through the
next time you need to bring people, just pretend to be disabled.
You see a fight in public and you're just like, guys, stop!
Everyone stops and starts pointing and laughing at you.
It's kind of a superpower.
You just have to run away with tears in your eyes.
Dare someone a group of people turn that to a disabled person in public.
That was a brand of self-pity I've never felt before, though.
Yeah.
Just opening your mic to people who are obviously already upset and just immediately hitting the triple fucking
the verbal equivalent of like walking into a door.
Yeah, falling down the stairs.
And I don't have like a stutter or a lisp or anything. It just
happened to me on the show multiple times.
Yeah.
You get ready and you're like, I know what I want to say. But something between here and here is that there's a mess up. There's a miscommunication, and your brain was like, actually, you have a lisp now.
Actually, you pressed path.
Actually, you pressed path.
That voice is starting to take over your head.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. I didn't just like stutter and have a lisp. I actually started doing the baby voice too, and I couldn't even help it. Sorry, I'm sorry. I pressed path.
Any other fun 2K stories? How did you? What was the smash in the controller for?
I was just normal fucking like I did something stupid and lost the game, and then I smashed the controller. Then my fucking cup went like woo 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 and fell off the desk and exploded.
James, do you want to give us your IGN review for the game?
I will give it a 5 out of 10. But last year's game was like
something for everyone.
Last year's game was like a 3 out of 10.
So we've got improvement. We're on the
definitely.
up and up.
It would possibly be a 6 out of 10, but currently and for the last 2 weeks, which the game has been out for 2 weeks,
black people have been laughing at me.
No. Yes, exactly.
I'm pissed.
That is true. No, you can't. The social tab doesn't work, and you can't join any of your friends. And you have a 50-50 chance of like disconnecting from the game before it's finished. So for the fact that you basically can't play the game, I'll knock it down a tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just completely broken.
You know what? It's harsh but fair.
But when it works, it's at least not as worse as last year.
That's so fun to be like the biggest sport, probably one of the biggest sport games of all time, and just not have the fucking.
No, yeah, it's useless. It's a horrible game.
EA rules, dude. Yeah. They're so cool just to be
it's actually
consistently
2K.
One of. Oh yeah, I forgot. Do they not do it anymore?
EA never did. This is NBA 2K by 2K. Take-Two Interactive.
Oh, fucking yeah. For some reason, I thought EA was involved with 2K back in the. I don't know why I thought that.
No, EA had NBA Live.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
EA
Sports. I have one of the first NBA Lives on a PlayStation 1 disc around here somewhere.
Okay.
I distinctly remember like the opening song to it and shit. And it also has Crazy by Gnarls Barkley in the soundtrack. That song. So I was jamming that as like, I don't know how old I was when I got that.
What about Crazy by Seal?
No, I don't think it had that. Just the whole track list is Crazy by different artists.
I am Seal Crazy.
I remember hearing Crazy by Charles Barkley on the TV one night. I come back from England and I was like 13 and I had jet lag, so I was like up at 2 a.m. playing World of Warcraft with just like whatever music station or music channel was on TV, and that song came on. It was really vibey, and I remember like exactly what zone I was in and what I was doing and shit.
Wait, how old were you?
13.
Which would make me maybe what, 14. Like 4?
This would have been 2007.
Damn. That is a vibe.
2000
World of Warcraft, listening to Gnarls Barkley. How could it get any better?
That kind of rules.
At 2 a.m.
Yeah, I was going to say my cousins gave me their PlayStation 1 when we moved here. This would have been like 06, I think. So 06 or 07 is when I first heard it as well and was going through the on NBA Live 2001 or 2000 or some shit.
That makes me cry.
And I
It's
was
not a
like,
song that really
holy
makes
shit,
me
what
want
is
to
this
play
magic
basketball.
touching my ears? Doom, ba-doom, boom, boom, doom, boom, ba-doom,
Yeah.
boom,
Does that make you want to
That
play
song-
basketball though?
boom, boom, boom,
No.
boom, ba-doom.
It makes me think of, because the first time I really listened to it, I was playing Skid Row, Search and Destroy on Modern Warfare 2 in 2009, and that's what it makes me think
Show me
of.
your skids. I'm going to search and destroy your skids.
No skid marks.
I think it was probably in NBA Live because the artist Gnarls Barkley is named after Charles Barkley, the famous basketball player.
Yeah.
Usually almost all of the songs that make it into 2K every year just are very loosely related to basketball or 2K. It used to be loosely related to basketball. The last like 5 years, it's just any song that has ever mentioned 2K in it, which there's a surprising amount of
Slap
rap
that
songs
thing
that
in
do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they license it and put it in the game. So like, and a lot, it'll literally be from artists with like 10,000 listeners on Spotify, and they're like in the 2K soundtrack with that like 10 million people are going to hear daily.
Yeah, just because they had a
So
chorus
it
that's
kinda
like,
kinda cool,
2K,
honestly. It's fun
2K,
seeing, like,
I
small
love playing
artists
find out
2K,
they're in
hopping
2K.
on with my boys, playing some 2K. I grab
You
the
could
ball.
literally make that song and
You
they'd
eat the
license
ball.
it and put it in the game.
I love 2K. I love 2K. Woo, woo, 2K, 2K. Woo.
You're in the game. If you upload that to Spotify right now, you're in. It is kind of a cheat
Let's make
code
a
though. Like
2K
people are like, I've seen smaller artists that get into 2K and they're like, yeah, I just mentioned 2K in my song on purpose to see if they put me in the game, and they reached out to me and asked if they can put my song in the game.
That's so funny. Just
I'm like,
every
okay.
one of your
Can we
songs
make
just
a-
has a line in it, just in the background.
2K.
Can we make? We should make a Beef Boys.
Make a 2K bait
2K
song,
song,
Beef Boy.
just to see if we can get ourselves into 2K 2028.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be sick if we could do that.
Sucking on my nuts while I'm playing some 2K.
But this year they have epic throwback boom bap hip hop tracks like Lean Back.
Now lean back.
They also have a Chinese rap song in it this year. Because
Let's
China
go.
loves basketball, and
they
it's
really
so
do.
funny.
Just-
It was the
yeah,
first.
give me
It's
the-
completely random, but it was the first one I got hit with when I loaded up the game for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
You're like,
And it
oh
was
no.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't just rap. It was like trap. It was like Chinese trap. It was so funny.
Yeah.
It goes crazy.
So sick.
Oh, my cat just took a shit. It smells so bad.
That's awesome. Odds are you go
Dude.
fucking. Odds are you go put your face over it for 10 seconds.
41.
Andrew Counterson,
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
38.
12.
Fuck you.
What?
That was way longer latency.
I swear on my end it hit the same time.
It's all good. I believe you. You don't have to put your face
I would
over
do it
catch
anyway.
for 10 seconds. I know you would. You probably throw up.
I would, and I'd film
Which would
all
be
of it.
content. What the fuck are we talking about?
One of my favorite, but the only fucking sports show I watch. They used AI for the first time on their broadcast the other day. That shit
damn.
hurt, bro. I can't watch it anymore.
I feel
It really
It kinda
does suck
sucks.
when you see someone use something like that, like in a very earnest way, where you're like, "Come on, man!
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
It was like the only sports broadcast I really enjoyed watching because they were kind of like smaller fish for like at least like syndicated like sports television. And they were like all of them were like actual legacy journalists for like a long time before they like fell into spots as like hosts on TV and everything. And they were like all buddies, and yeah, they do a good job. Everything's very like they give the feeling that like old sports media used to give, where it's like they're also just guys that like fucking beer and watching football on Sunday, and like that's
kissing
like the
each
only
other.
respite in life, you know. Whereas like
Yeah,
Stephen
not
A. Smith
someone
like thinks he's
being
a
as
god and
outlandish
shit,
as-
you know. Like
people not being
like-
super brash for the sake of getting money and clicks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's people that are just like, I like football, I like Bud Light.
and
Let's
the
get to
the
talking
show
about it.
was like really redeeming in a way. Like the thing they used AI to replace was like this segment where one of the hosts would like get on like a shitty green screen and do they would just make like really it was like the a bumper intro to a segment they do called Mahomes Mountain, where it's like it's just like a pyramid like tier list of like the best quarterbacks in the NFL at like the moment, and like the last few seasons
1,
they've done it.
Ogre Steve. Number
That is
2.
true.
The
He's been
Turtle.
killing it in the league right now.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Gunsmith. the only player ever allowed to bring a gun onto the field through a loophole that the NFL had not foreseen. So he just runs around pointing at everyone. Everyone's like, "Hey, oh!"
There probably isn't a rule against that.
Yeah, we checked and there's not. They would just start pointing
really
guns at each other.
Thought this one through.
But typically, the bumper they would make for the thing was one of the hosts doing like green screen stuff, and he would like pretend to like they would, he'd just be like on a green screen in like a big coat, and they'd like blow a big fan at him or something, and they'd make it goofily look like he's on a mountain, like doing the little bumper thing.
It's fun.
Yeah. And instead, they replaced it this season with AI of like him doing the same thing, but he's AI'd, and everything is AI'd. And the immediate response was just like all of the YouTube comments, it's like the top like 400 comments out of like 1,000 are just like, man, I'm not watching this shit if you guys are gonna do this, man.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool.
I mean, hopefully they.
It wasn't
they
just
hear
like,
it and go like, okay, we'll change this. Like that's.
It doesn't seem like they really responded to it, but it was cool seeing not only just like people like us being resistant to it, but like guys with like pictures of like the 49ers logo and their name is like beer Jim.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, man, I skipped the AI shit. If you put this in again, I'm not fucking watching your stupid show anymore. And it's
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. Shout
you guys have been a little more on Twitter than I have in the past like year or so. What was the whole I heard a snippet of it that people were trying to say that clanker was actually not okay to say in like a
no.
I'm assuming this is like two people that said something, and some people were like, you can't say it anymore. I just heard it like pop up in bigger people being like, I didn't know it was bad.
No, it's just like it's like one fucking dipshit like Brooklyn Dad or something probably who was like, no, it's actually mean. You know, like some guy who's their whole profile is just like, Trump more like coffee.
I think the thing I saw people mostly getting upset about were like, someone did a TikTok where it was like dressing up like, you know, fucking people in the 40s and doing like 40, just essentially replacing the M word with clanker, you know, and I guess that's the humor. I think it's just not funny, but people were like quote tweeting it being like, whoa, like look how quickly it took for white people to take the clanker thing too far. That's mostly what I saw people getting mad at.
Oh. Who the fuck is...
I mean, whatever. Fucking clank. I love clanker
just like one dipshit was like, what if clanker meant
it's like
the N-word?
It's like 19-year-old.
Yeah. It's also the most, that is the joke. Essentially, that is kind of the whole premise of using a slur for people that use AI.
But the overarching joke to that is that we can all use it together.
Exactly.
Because
you know, like people are like, oh, I wish aliens would show up so we could like unite as like a race and like have something to hate other than one another. You know what I mean? That's what clanker is.
Yeah, it's us versus the machines.
It's for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Join the fight.
It is nice to see how much, like, I think I speculated this in my video last year about AI, where it's like, I really do hope that people are quickly starting to see that it is becoming synonymous with like scams and like sketchy shit and like misinformation. And so I feel like, even just your like, you know, you're kind of out of touch 50-year-old guy, you know, just likes fucking beer and sports, is also like, man, every time I have to deal with like AI shit, it never fucking works and it's like really annoying. And I keep, you know, people keep sending me fake stuff.
I've seen that recently too, where people kind of flippantly will post something like, it's not even because a lot of it is usually like outrage or like a rebuttal to AI and why it's bad or whatever, and then it's like it feels like there's an actual debate going on whether or not it's gonna, you know, it's only a matter of time, like it's coming for everything. But I've seen more and more posts recently who are kind of just flippantly like, dude, this like they really tried to convince you like you were gonna lose your job, and this shit like can't even fucking make a picture of Drake with 5 fingers or something, you know, shit like that, where it's like oh, people are starting to feel confident enough to say like, okay, like it's been like 2 years now and this shit is still completely useless in all facets of life and it will continue to be. And it's like it's kind of a relieving sentiment to be spreading around. It was just nice.
It is just bad. Don't know. Okay. It's just bad. It's like, I think that's it. It's like, I don't think fucking whoever the 49ers guy, profile picture guy, like gives a shit about the you know, the AI in the same way I do, where it's like, I don't like the fact that it was trained on artist work without consent. I don't like all the way it's used for misinformation or whatever. He might just think it looks like shit because it does.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a completely valid reason too. So yeah, that does give me hope. And you saw the dislike ratios on those Drake videos. I know they're not like super accurate because fucking you have to use a plugin now or whatever, but they were still like, people were not happy with that, and all the comments were making
people
fun
aren't
of it.
stoked on it.
It's like if you, it's like you drop it in a fucking, it's like dropping a fucking fly in the soup, isn't it? It's like, yeah, you got a little bit of extra protein. You made your meal quicker, but now everyone's going to be like, yeah, hey man, you take the fly out of the soup. Huh?
Yeah, I just don't know how many. We're in an era of get rich quick schemes and like do shit quicker and like cut out as many working people as possible. You know, the crypto craze, I feel like it's kind of a relief. It seems more and more people are starting to be like, what is this bullshit that you keep trying to push onto us here? Like, you know, we're on the second hilarious rug pull scheme of the past 5 years. And it's like, good. Thank God some people are finally like, hey, this kind of sucks shit.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
There's a reason for almost everybody to hate it, other than the people who see it as an opportunity to scam the people who are confused about it.
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
Whether you think it looks shitty, shitty, does shit shitty, steals from people shitty style, ruins the environment, exploits like low income fucking areas, is ruining the economy, is ruining the job market, is ruining just like the ability to communicate with people online and have like honest discussions about shit. Like there's basically a reason, unless you're like a completely apathetic freak who just sees the world as an opportunity to take advantage of one another, there's almost always a reason for you to not enjoy engaging with it or seeing anyone you value engage with it. So it's pretty cool.
That's kind of swag.
No, I 100% agree.
Anyway, that's our 50th fucking take on AI.
Shit, you didn't even, I'm at this point, I'm Rip Bozo on AI. That shit sucks.
Rip Bozo. Yeah, it does suck.
I feel like the bubble is soon popping. I saw something about like AI adoption at like major corporations is like actually is falling for the first time since it's like,
yeah, I saw that too.
Been out. I think people are realizing like, every time I open a fucking webpage, I don't want like some thing to pop up being like, hey, do you want to talk to our AI chatbot? Like, no.
Yeah, the only thing I've seen AI stick around for is, or actually like gain a foothold in, is like advertising on YouTube.
Oh, sure.
Like not even like TV advertising, just like shorts advertising and
dude, all my
like
Instagram reels are just like fucking real dog shit. Mobile games where it'll be like some fake AI influencer being like, when you start Piss Hero, you want to pick the Paladin class and then pick the red gem that gives him plus 15 attack because this will help you in the early game. And it's like, who's following this advice? How does this make me want to play the game?
With this.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's what they want to do, go for it. I'm assuming those ads were already not very impactful to begin with, but if you want to throw AI,
how funny
at it,
they used to be. Like,
worse.
remember those really stupid mobile game ads where
that is true.
Get these weird fake people who like look white but sound Chinese to like act out a thing where like the guy's cheating on his wife, but then the wife is playing the game and she has a high.
I still see those.
I
hate those.
I get them occasionally, but AI is definitely
they suck, but they're
pushing
funny.
out the mom and pop shop of shitty mobile games.
Where it's like probably filmed in the same place they film porn.
Yeah.
Like they always just look like porn sets and like it's like porn level acting. So like maybe
the one where like someone gets like hit by a car and then a giant fat bitch gets out and she's like, sorry, I'm 10 million power in Crown Royale. Looks like you're a pussy.
Oh, dude, I saw a car crash the other day near my fucking house.
Really?
Me and him were playing Cult of the Lamb and all of a sudden I just hear this outside, and I thought I heard like a crash, but also we're like playing the game, so I thought maybe it was just on the fucking TV. And I like leaned forward.
Oh, Emily, why'd you crash your Cult of the Lamb car into mine? What the fuck?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah, that's how the game works. But we fucking we look out the freaking Windarino, and there's a bloody Carly dude crashed into the fucking. It's got a rear end Dorino, and it ends up. Crashed into a fucking traffic light.
That is how you fuckers fucking talk.
That's how you talk, you fucking. But
there's a fucking car.
No, that's how you talk.
Yeah, you fucking. Yeah, all right, didgeridoo.
You guys talk. Oh fuck! Oh, let's go to the store.
Yeah, but you guys had all the doogly deegos on the end of it.
Doogly Dagos.
Hey, look, I'm from New York.
That's what they call Italians in
Australia.
It's all the fucking Doogly Dagos.
Your Doogly Dagos at the end of your words are the same as us putting fuck in between every other word, and that's just how the world works, you know. Did anyone like fly out of the car Franklin style and like smush themselves into a wall and get the restarts? Fucking wanted
thing. Family Guy death post like, out on the.
No, unfortunately, I probably wouldn't be making jokes about it if it was, but yeah, they fucking they crashed. They done got crashed.
They crashed big O mode.
Their horn was fucked. It was like just stuck on for 5 minutes. Someone could come and like.
That's gotta be the most embarrassing way to crash.
Yeah. Yeah,
your fucking horn gets stuck down and your car's just freaking out while everyone's staring at you like, what did this fucking idiot just do?
Yeah, the worst part, I don't think it was their fault. They got rear-ended and they fucking like spun it and like crashed into a traffic light. And within like an hour after they'd like taken the cars away and like, you know, the ambulance and shit, another guy showed up and just repaired the traffic light. You know, like
shit
like that. And I was like, damn,
he's on.
Shout out to my taxes.
Damn right.
I'd love to know what that's like. It doesn't happen up here. Our governor was like, yeah, this is Alaska. We actually don't need money in snow plowing for the city.
I mean, honestly,
what kind of fucking moron? If you're in Alaska, the primaries for local elections are coming up this year. Don't vote Dunleavy or Nick Big Itch, or as I call him, Nick Gay Bitch.
Oh, Nick Gay
I was going to say
exactly.
Nick. I would say Nick Big Itch because he's irritating like an itch.
Damn.
Yeah.
A big.
See, now that's something they can actually roll with on TV.
Yeah,
unlike Nick Gay Bitch.
No, I think honestly we're on the border.
At this point,
of maybe
you can roll with
maybe,
Nick Gay Bitch.
Nick Gay Bitch.
I feel like being the mayor of Anchorage is probably like the worst mayor gig in the world. Because I feel like being the governor of okay, City might be a little. You're right. It might be a little worse.
I hear that's a terrible job.
The mayor of Christmas Island's probably got a little rough too.
We're desperately trying to get this under wraps, but they say we're not allowed to rename the city until it gets down to 0. So everyone needs to pull together.
We need to work together.
Just stop it.
Don't think of your mothers and daughters and grandmas. Think of how stupid it is that our name is town.
We're calling it Newer Jersey.
Hey, that would be cool.
Hey.
No, but I feel like it would suck to be the mayor of Anchorage because Alaska is kind of just Anchorage. So then the governor of Alaska is kind of just the mayor of Anchorage. So now you're just like the big bitch mayor of Anchorage.
It is funny because Alaska, Anchorage is by far the economic hub. It's the biggest city by far in Alaska, but it's also
like the only worthwhile place in this state as far as like population and economy goes.
But it's also like not Alaska. it's the most un-Alaska part of Alaska. It sucks.
You have to ask yourself, would Young Thug come to my town?
Well, there's been a couple people that come up this way.
So Anchorage,
yes,
anywhere else in Alaska though, that's the question.
No,
exactly.
He's not showing up. Except my goat Pitbull, who showed up to Kodiak Walmart. Classic Pitbull story.
What's the freakiest part of Alaska, Andrew?
Freak City.
The annual freak off there is crazy.
I mean, the legendary spot in Alaska is the Alaskan Triangle, which is basically the Bermuda Triangle, because there's been a shit ton of planes and stuff that have gone down there and not returned. People have gone missing. I listened to a whole podcast about that while I had COVID in Bali. Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like
I never heard of it.
It's a mystery if you're kind of like outside looking in, but if you're up here or you just look at it's just the middle of Alaska. There's so little out there. It's just like, well, yeah, they got lost out there. That shit's gonna you're gonna get lost to the wilderness.
It's the same thing as like like why Death Valley is Death Valley. It's like nowadays somewhat to an extent it can still be dangerous, but like with cell phones and satellite shit and fucking everything, it's like okay, well it's not as scary anymore, but like so it kind of loses its. But it's like 50 years ago, you're driving through Death Valley, your car breaks down, no one passes you, you're dead, you just die.
You're gone. Yeah,
that still happens at least once a year in Australia.
That's what it is.
I'd bet. Yeah, in Australia too. There's definitely like the middle of the country is like you break down the wrong spot, you kind of just die.
Yeah, and like people will do it like just with they'll drive interstate with no experience or like don't look into it or whatever. So they like don't bring enough water, don't bring like a.
They don't like plan out their pit stops, right?
Yeah. They just they just disappear and they find their car like a month later.
Yeah,
it's kind of freaky.
It's rough. Yep.
With how many people there are, there's just hella spots like that where it's just like, yeah.
That is crazy. Like
there's no one out here.
We all live in like pretty we live in towns. We live with people. People be all around us, but man,
There's
a lot of parts of the world where there is still nobody, and that is very unnerving.
There's a lot of them up here.
Just because who the fuck would want to be there? Fuck that shit. Who wants to live in Death Valley?
Dude,
I do not know.
Because there's like a town there, right?
Yeah, it's like people who live in Phoenix or Vegas. We were not supposed to live there.
Death Valley in California. There is definitely a town there, though, right?
I'm sure it's more just that it is a long stretch of desert with like one road in it. Like I'm sure there's towns like every like couple 100 miles or something for sure.
You want to guess what the temperature is there right now?
Right now?
At this time of day or at like this time of right now? Right now?
Nah, we'll do like what's the high for today?
94.7 degrees.
89.
Andrew's close. It was at 87 today. A nice 31.
Oh.
That's actually not that bad. Later this week, it's going to be 39. I mean, isn't it?
Well, normally it's like look up what, because it's probably like 70 degrees Celsius there normally. How hot's 70 degrees Celsius?
That is hotter than anywhere ever recorded on the town.
You're gone.
I think the highest they've ever recorded there was like 52 or 53. That's like pretty much as hot as it gets for Celsius without humans literally dying.
You know how some people like hold like a magnifying scope up like when it's sunny out and they like burn ants?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if like all the ways that we've thought that like an intergalactic species would fuck us up and blow our planet up and shit, they just like show up with like a big piece of glass and they hover it over the earth and they turn it into a magnifying glass and just burn our shit.
Yeah, no, that's actually horrifying.
At our current level of technology, like we can't mount a fucking space defense.
What the fuck are you gonna do?
What we'd do nothing. I guess we'd shoot missiles into the sky. That'd be kind of sweet.
Just hope we can break the glass.
Actually, yeah. What do you reckon if there was hey Reddit, fucking do the math on this one. If there's a huge lens that would refract light from the sun into the earth, placed exactly between the earth and the sun, and we launched a nuclear missile at it, would it destroy it? Please and thank you. Please do all the math. Please do all the math.
And could we make a mirror big enough to bounce it back?
Honestly, though, because think about, have you ever seen someone do that? Like, if you do it, I've seen this guy on YouTube do it with like this giant pane, and like he can like split rocks, like stones, like that are like this.
Yeah, it's fucking scary. I mean, hey, you're wearing a prism shirt,
dude. So if you did that and like a lens like the size of the continental United States, like up above the planet. Could it just like split the Earth in half? Like, could it channel enough energy? You know what I mean? Like, could you literally just fucking slice the Earth
I think you're at that point harnessing almost all of the energy that would be hitting the Earth and condensing it down to however,
like a pin size.
Probably depending on how close you could get it, it might be like the size of a apartment block. I bet you could just split the Earth right in twain.
Right? It's not like the energy's not running out.
That's horrifying.
It's not like the fucking when we use machinery to dig. It's like no, it's just the sun will keep being. I guess the Earth rotates though. You'd have to account for that because otherwise it would just actually would it slowly spin around?
It just does the job for you.
Eventually,
yeah, it just takes out one. Oh my god!
Nah, but the water would probably like it would. It wouldn't be good.
Dude, that's so cooked. Like, imagine it that like we're just watching a giant magnifying glass going up and being like.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you think of everything scary,
2030,
it's like,
we got nothing. We can't do anything against this. Big glass is what got us.
The real technology that killed us was them finding how to be like intergalactic with ships and shit. But really, they just used like caveman-esque. Yeah, because you think like, they're gonna like fucking teleport and like turn us into like mutate our DNA into fucking like they're gonna do all this insane shit. It's like they just show up with big glass.
Yeah, they were just able to get here with the big glass first.
Yeah, exactly. It's whoever can get there with the big glass first that can do the true damage.
Making the big glass is not impossible. We know how to do that.
We just gotta get it
do it today. We just gotta find a planet who's ripe for burning.
If anyone here has any like contact with like all of those like YouTube scientist people that make like theory videos and shit about dumb stuff like that, because I feel like that would go imagine a thumbnail, it's like a giant fucking magnifying glass over Earth like shooting like a death ray down and it's like could we split Earth or some shit, Can someone ask them to make that video and do all the math and stuff and figure it out? Because I'm very curious now.
And also tell them to say, thank you to Beef Boys for this wonderful question.
Yeah, also
be sure to go and like and subscribe. Here is the entire episode that this question came from.
Be sure to like and subscribe to one of the most curious and gentle-minded, beautiful science podcasts on the internet.
The Beef Boys podcast. Hi.
Yo, what if the alien had big glass?
What if the alien had big glass and also black people are like beautiful albino lions in the jungle and whites are the true apes?
The true apes.
Now, what do you have to say about that? What does science have to say about that?
Get back to us on that.